Hey, what is up guys? 3 Days Awesome here. Welcome back to a brand new video. I'm redoing this video because I was editing the last one and I was just kind of like not happy with it. And I started early in the morning after I just got out of the shower and my hair was not dry. It was sopping wet. Here, I'll include what it looks like for you guys. There I am. That's what it looked like right there. All nice and wet for you guys. I do love that hoodie I was wearing though, but now we're wearing the Cavity Colors. Look at this shit. The Cavity Color Shamrock ghost face shirt. So I'm going to try to keep this under 18 minutes because the last one was 18 minutes and the gameplay I'm using is about 13 minutes. So we're going to try to keep it there, sweet and consistent for you guys. So there's many things that are going on. Some life updates I want to keep you guys in the loop on. Some channel updates. The first and foremost, as you guys can see, the big elephant in the room, I changed it from 3 Days Awesome Network to 3 Day Awesome. And the reason I changed it to 3 Day Awesome is because, well, for anyone that is new here, my original channel 3 Days Awesome was taken out by Warner Brothers after we reached like half of 6,000 subscribers, and we had so many videos, like, and it was crazy. You really had to be there. It was nuts. But Warner Brothers shut us down, so I created 3 Days Awesome Network to as like a fuck you to Warner Brothers and like, not giving up YouTube type thing after that whole thing. Start fresh, brand new. But the network part came because I wanted to collab with people and like have a bunch of people just like uploading different types of content. And obviously we're about a year or two into this channel and nothing like that has happened. So we're just going to ditch the whole network thing. I would still love to do it. And if I can just like socialize and make YouTube friends, or that sounds kind of weird, make friends that do YouTube type thing and have them come on the channel as guests and have them up. I'm still open to that type of thing, but I'm not 3 Days Awesome Network. And the reason I'm 3 Day Awesome, not 3 Days Awesome, is because 3 Days Awesome was taken down, and I don't know if I can reuse that username. I don't know. So just to differentiate the channels. My original channel's 3 Days Awesome, and this channel is now 3 Day Awesome. And also, it matches my gamer tag because my gamer tag is on PlayStation and Xbox is 3 Day Awesome, because there's a limited amount of characters to make your gamer tag, and if they just allowed 17 characters, I can have that S in days. But anyway, so that's the biggest change. A lot of you may have noticed it, a lot of you may have not noticed it. It's totally fine. But that's the biggest elephant in the room. The next big thing when it's regarding the channel is that I made a reptile channel. And I really did not want to. Because the way I look at things is that I want to keep everyone at one place. I want a channel. This is also why I called it 3 Days Awesome Network. Because I wanted a network of different content. I wanted Godzilla. I mainly do the Monsterverse because that's what I'm a fanboy of, is the Monsterverse of Godzilla. Of course, I love the whole franchise, but I mainly talk about the Monsterverse because that's where my huge passion for Godzilla is. But, I also wanted to talk about TOHO Godzilla and other kaiju. And, horror. I love fucking horror. And Indiana Jones and Star Wars, sci-fi, Rick and Morty. I wanted to keep everything in one place because I'm not Godzilla awesome. I'm not Goji Fan 1993. I'm not D-Man 1954. I am me. I am 3 Days Awesome. I am Sean. That's what you're subscribed. Not to sound like cynical or weird or anything, but I don't name myself after Godzilla or any other property because that's not what, that's like, sure, like I talk about my interests and I want to connect to all of you who are interested in the same things I am. So I don't want to be trapped and to only be able to talk about Godzilla. I want to be trapped to only talk about one certain thing, which I have been for a while, but I didn't feel trapped back then because I was doing just mainly talk about Godzilla. But then I wanted to talk about other things as well. So that's why I'm 3 Day Awesome. I'm not going to be anything called after anything else, which is kind of ironic because I did inspire my name after 3 Days Grace, my favorite band ever, but we don't talk about that. I am 3 Days Awesome. That is I created a brand name for myself. So that's what I hope people are subscribed for, is me and to talk about our interests. Not really just mine, but our interests. This is our little circle on the internet that we escape to, and that's really cool. So I kind of lost my train of thought on why I brought that all up. But because my new channel, holy shit! See, I need a script, and I'm so ADHD. So my new reptile channel is Machete Reptiles. Oh my god, I may even go back and cut a lot of that stuff out just to make it straight to the point for you guys. I'm so sorry about that pasta ramp if it's still in the video. Machete Reptiles. I didn't want to make it because I wanted to keep all my interests in one place. But I've been nagged to do it, so we're going to experiment and see how this goes. So Machete Reptiles, link in the description down below. And that's what I got to say about that. There's no content on there as I'm making this video. I got a couple videos in the editing software that I'm putting together, stitching together, that's going to be uploaded there soon. So if you love reptiles, go over there, because I'm hoping to offer something very interesting and new to the reptile content creator world. And I think that's all I really have to say about the channel wise. I mean, I'm not really trying to push any content or anything. Maybe more horror is going to come along the way, because it is that time. It's that time of the year, folks. It's great. It's also Rosy Boa season, so it's going to be great time for the other channel as well. I'm really excited for all that. So why don't we get into some other minor updates, mainly about me and stuff. So here's how I'm doing lately. Right? This is going to be an update all about me. We're going to get a little bit personal with you. So, it's just been a really odd few years in my life. Let's say before 2020, because that's when the world kind of got flipped upside down. Before 2020, I didn't see where life was going. I felt very trapped, and I felt very like in a blur. Like I couldn't see fucking anything. And now we're past COVID, and now it's a whole lot more of that, like 10 times more, because a lot of things have changed. I've been through a couple ruts, and one of the biggest differences is that I just got out of a relationship. Like before summer started this year, we ended our relationship, and now the other person has moved out, but is still paying half of their rent because they're still on the lease, which is really cool. But now after October, they're no longer going to be doing that. So I'm going to be a sole provider once again for myself. And, that's kind of really scary. And, I'm just kind of going through some uncharted waters with that. I've been living alone for the past maybe 4 months, and it's been cool. It's been great, but at the same time, it's been really lonely as well. Life, there's so many pros and cons to life. And I would say, as of right now, I'm pretty comfortable with living by myself again and providing for myself. But at the same time, it's also really scary. So that's one of the reasons why I'm purging my collection. There's also other reasons why I'm purging my collection. It's mainly because going to the whole reptile thing, I got into reptiles. I have over 10 snakes, which is, I don't even know how I even ended up with that. I'm kind of looking to maybe downsize a little bit. There's a snake or 2 or 3 that I'm looking to like rehome, because they're not vibing with me. I love them, but they don't seem to be vibing with me. So I'm looking to maybe downsize to maybe 7 or 6, hopefully, but we'll see. But like when it comes to collecting, I don't even like to say that when it comes to my reptiles. I don't like to say I'm collecting reptiles. But that's kind of what it is. I got different types of rosy boas, and I got a corn snake and a king snake. I want a bull python, so it is a collection. But like, it's a whole other ballpark. It's they're like my kids. I love my snakes very much. So it's not like collecting a bunch of vinyl plastic dinosaurs. It's like I'm raising these baby snakes into adults, which is really cool. So that's like my huge passion right now, and that's always been my passion. I've always loved animals. I've always loved reptiles. I've always wanted one, but I wish I got into the reptile game a lot sooner, like as of like a few years ago, like maybe 2017 even, because they came out with some really badass Halloween themed reptile hides that are no longer available anymore. You know, go figure. But you know, it just kind of comes down to that's what I prefer. That's what I prefer to put all my money into than plastic stuff anymore. I still love it. I'm gonna collect all the highest stuff because it's cheaper than Monster Arts. It's more accurate and more detailed than anything NECA or Monster Arts has ever released before. So yeah. And you know, I also gotta sell what I have while it's also valuable because you know I'm gonna be living alone here soon, or I have been. But like, I'm gonna be paying full rent and then full utilities all by myself. So I need to get rid of this stuff so I have all that funds to kind of more funds to lean on because now I got myself and other mouths to feed, and you know so. That's gonna be like, you know, I have a lot of friends who are like, how could you part ways with those figures? And it's just like, you know, it wasn't easy because I really enjoyed those figures. I loved having a lot of those monsters on my shelf, but you know, it's just one of those things you gotta like sacrifice, and you know, they're not living things either. So I have put my animals even above myself, and sure as damn hell put it over any, you know, anything else. So, there's that. Another life update is that, well, if you guys know me, if you know me from my previous channel, you guys know I've been on a really strong battle, like more of an uphill battle, very strong uphill battle with depression. And I would like to say that throughout the years you've known me that it's gotten better, and it really hasn't. It's actually gotten really worse, but I'm at a peak. And then I can go either way. I can fall back down this mountain and be right back where I was, or go on the other side and be on the road to recovery. So I'm thinking that my depression comes from my ADHD. I've been diagnosed with ADHD since maybe 4, and I've been on medication up until I was 13 when I just kind of decided that I didn't want to take it anymore. And then thank God I stopped taking it, because I hit this huge growth spurt. Now I'm like this big hulking person that I am now, which is really cool. I'm like really tall, broad-shouldered. So, you know, it had its benefits from not taking that medication anymore, but because it was stumping my growth. But now my ADHD for the past, over 13, so the past 13 years, I've had nothing to like control it. We're getting really personal here, but bear with me. Had nothing to like control it. So I want to get back on the medication so that I can like hopefully be better. And I'm really considering, so that's one big thing, because I didn't ever want to get back on medication, but I'm getting back on I want to get back on medication. You know, that costs money, and like, so collection, maybe rehome some snakes, and get rid of all my consoles, my PS5 and my Xbox Series X. Now, the reason I'm kind of considering this, and I'm sure like as soon as my friend Orange Troll watches this video, he's going to give me a call and try to talk me out of it. I'm still really strongly considering just parting ways of gaming, because it's not because I love gaming, but I've been denying it for many, many years, that for me, it has been a huge addiction. As someone who has really bad ADHD, like, all I do, especially as an adult, all I've really been doing is, like, whenever I need to do things, I procrastinate and I do it last minute because I don't want to do it. Even if it's sending an email to my landlord, I don't want to fucking do it, and I usually do it to the last minute. And then usually I tell myself I'm going to do everything on my days off. I'm going to clean, I'm going to get all my responsibilities done, I'm going to do everything my days off. Then my days off come, and then I don't do anything. I usually sleep to the afternoon, and then I got maybe 8 hours of sunlight, and then it gets dark, and then I'm like, man, my day went by fast, and I'm depressed again, and then I don't do anything. And it's usually because I'm sitting here playing games. And I have never been able to manage myself at all because they're here. Oh yeah, I can put a timer on there, and once that timer goes off, the console turns off, but I'm an adult. I can just turn it back on. So I'm thinking about doing a really huge life change and part ways of gaming, at least for a while. Maybe just till the remainder of the year. Maybe I'll wait until next year to do it, like and next summer. But next summer's a long way. We got beautiful fall here coming in Arizona. Actually, I think we're in fall in Arizona, which is awesome. Best time of the year because you get best of both worlds when it comes to temperature. But then soon enough, it's gonna be November, and when November tells me that winter is approaching, and usually around November it starts fucking snowing. And when it snows, it's way more stressful, like living up here, I would say, because we get really bad snowstorms sometimes, and then out, and then I can lose shifts because of it. So that's really stressful. So I kind of want to just get rid of my consoles now and just kind of see how, because my idea is, this video is kind of close, is getting close to 18 minutes. I kind of want to not get anywhere near there. So I'm going to try to cut it off here. But my goal is that maybe if I'm not just sitting down playing games because the consoles are gone, maybe I'll actually, like, it's going to be hard because that's like a big part of me. Gaming has been a big part of me for years, and it's been my whole routine. Like, I get off work, I come and play games, but lately games haven't been fun anymore. And usually most of my free time, if I don't have anyone to play with, I usually just stream. I usually just watch shit anyway. So I'm thinking my mentality is here, well, if I don't have this huge distraction anymore, maybe I'll actually go outside and fucking do something for once. Not necessarily like go out there and just like be this amazing social person, but I mean like maybe like getting rid of this huge distraction can like free me kind of bit and maybe get on myself on the right path that I need to be. Because all this it's ever been was a huge distraction. And now I kind of want to eliminate this video. It's 18 minutes. I am so sorry for making you waste your time. So I'm going to cut it here. But, I'm strongly considering it. It could happen tomorrow. Or it can happen while this video has already uploaded. It can happen at any time. My consoles can be gone. And, I probably won't be gaming for a while. Or ever. Maybe I don't know. And it just really sucks, but like, a lot of you guys have my number, so you guys can always keep in touch with me. I want you to, so please do. But that's really it for this life update, or not life update, but this whole update in general, channels and, and also, guys, another reason why I don't upload on this channel, I don't upload very much anymore is because I'm playing fucking video games. That's the honest truth right there. I'm sitting here playing video games, not uploading anything on the channel. So maybe we can get back on the horse too and get some maybe almost daily uploads here on the channel. But, I just gotta sacrifice gaming. So that's really it. I'll probably do a video on the collection too, get more in depth on what happened with that, because we'll get into that later. But I'm probably gonna share this video with who I'm thinking of, because he kind of inspired me to go this route in the first place. So that's it for this video, guys. If you guys toughed it out for this long, I appreciate you. I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay that was in the background to keep you entertained just a little bit. I really did not want to keep this at 20 minutes, but here we are. There's just a lot to say. There's a lot to explain. And I'm sure I'll get a lot more to explain to all my friends. But, it's for the better. And a lot of you who want me to fucking just upload more, I can. You can't have your cake and eat it too, So that's it for this video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. And as always, stay awesome.